Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. My name is Alicia Elena Gaminde Castillo, and I'm presenting the topic of present perfect. The present perfect normally is used to indicate a link between the present and the past. The time of the action is before now, but not specified, and we are often more interested in the result than in the action itself. In here, we can see a timeline where we are I play the past of a sentence and the time in present. But the present perfect could be starting in this moment or in another one, but not in the past. For something that starts in the past and continues in the present, it means that when we are talking about our experience up to the present, or when we often use the adverb ever to talk about an experience up to the present. And it's for when we use the time of never for the negative form. The example that I have here is for something that starts in the past and continues in the present. This sentence, they've been married for nearly 50 years. In the second part, when when we are talking about our experience up to the present, is this example of sentence. He has written 3 books and he is working on another. That means that he starts in the past, but he is still working in another one. When we often use the verb ever to talk about experience up to the present. My last birthday was the worst day I have ever had. This expression is used in the interrogative sentence too. And when we use never for the negative form, like have you ever met Jorge? Yes, but I've never met his wife. When we are talking or writing a sentence in the present perfect, we use the auxiliary have or has. It depends on the personal pronoun that we are using. And the next verb, it has to be in past participle. For something that happened in the past, but it's important in the present, we can use, like this example, I can't get in the house. I lost my keys. We use have or has between when someone has gone to a place and returned. Where have you been? I've just been out to the supermarket. We often use the present perfect with adverbials which refer to the recent past. We have just gotten back from our holidays. We use the expression in present part after a clause with the present perfect. We often use a clause with since to show when something started in the past. I've been watching that program every week since it started. That means that they are watching the program in the past when it starts. Down here, I have a little square with some explanations. It's not allowed to use the present perfect with adverbials which refer to a finished past time. It means, like for this example, I have seen that film yesterday. The word yesterday is talking about a finished past time. For the structure that we are going to use in the sentence, we need the subject, in the affirmative part, like I, you, we, they, that it used the have auxiliary and the verb in past participle. With the personal pronoun he, she, it, or the third person that we know, we use the auxiliary has and the verb in past participle. In the negative form, we only change the auxiliary. As I explained, it depends on the personal pronoun that we are using, like haven't or hasn't. And the verb still in past participle. Uh, with the questions, we use the auxiliary at the beginning. Then we use the personal pronoun, and we use the being auxiliary as well to create the questions. As we can see these examples, I have this one. Have you been to Acapulco? That means that it's asking if you went to Acapulco in some time in the past, but it doesn't say when it happened, just that it begins in the past. Or has it been done? That means that if something was made in the past. Well, I hope this explanation could be quite well for you and that you can understand and learn a little bit more of this little bit topic that I'm presenting. This is present perfect from Teacher Alice. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and thank you very much.